Another warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon. Happy summertime, guys. It is officially summer here in Colorado. And what I want to do today is take you guys along for a peaceful garden tour. I've been wanting to do this for a minute now. And so today we get to see what is growing in the garden. And I'm going to be harvesting some of my vegetables because I am in need of homemade salad. That is always my go-to for lunches. And so I'm going to be getting some lettuce and I'm going to, toss it up with some tomatoes and other stuff. Join me for this exciting video. Thank you so much for all our new subscribers. If you're new here, please check us out. Like our videos, continue to view in and tune in every Friday because that is when we post a new video. So welcome to the garden, guys. So the tour today that I'm going to be showing, I'm not going to be showing you guys my flowers, but more so what I'm growing to eat. So what I have growing here is dill, and I use this to garnish my food. This is a lemon tree growing with another flower on it. This growing here is my lemon balm, and I just use this for teas. I always make sure I get this in the house during fall time, and I use it over the winter. We're gonna come over to this side, and right under this tree I have my oregano. Look at that, guys. This was inside the house for winter as well, and I just repotted it into this pot. But over winter time I will repot it into a small pot and take it inside the house. Here I have Swiss chard growing. I've been treating the pests. They're getting so much better. This is definitely leaf miners, so I'm gonna just remove that out. But they look very healthy. I have beets growing in this small basket, and in here I have potatoes growing. They are doing pretty good. If you remember last year I had a lot of kale in here, but I grill right there. That's my grill right there. So I always love to have herbs in here so that if I need to just grab some, I just do it right here. So I have basil growing here. I have rosemary. I have been using lots and lots of rosemary, actually making chai tea. I had never known that you can actually use rosemary to make chai tea, but let me tell you, if you mix rosemary and ginger, your chai tea is going to be on another level. So I actually started growing this one first and I hate all of it. So I had to go back and find another one. So here it is. I have some spearmint growing right there. You always use it for teas. Here is sage. These were in the house as well. I just brought them outside and I will again repot them during fall and take them in the house to use over winter time. This is a blueberry, and if you see right there, you can see the blueberries are actually growing pretty good. This is lavender. I have loved lavender on the patio because of the smell. Oh my gosh, you walk down the steps and all you can smell is just the aroma that comes from this lavender. Here is my thyme, and this was inside the house as well. I just brought it outside and I'll be repotting it, take it inside the house. Again, I have come to realize when you rotate your crops, so here last year I had kale. This year I'm doing collard greens and they are doing so much better. Look at that, guys. They are doing so good. So I'm going to try and harvest some of them because that is part of what I'm doing today. I'm just harvesting some of my veggies. Somebody told me that when you're growing kale or collard greens, you need to make sure you're plucking the leaves at least every single day. Remove some of the leaves so that it encourages new growth. And then the new growth is really the yummy leaves. They are not hard, they are soft. So that is one thing I'm trying to do today is, harvest as much as I can. One of my neighbors actually was asking me for some, so this might be a good opportunity to share some. And then right here is my cilantro. They are going into seed. So I am just going to cut some of them and keep them in the house. Hopefully it encourages new growth. I don't know if that is going to be the case, but I always plant cilantro throughout the summertime. I put new seeds in the ground. It is so easy to grow this stuff, guys. You don't really need to be buying any. Okay, and they smell so good. Okay, so that is it for this side of the garden. Let's go to the other side. One tool that you never forget as a gardener is always have this tool on hand. You need it every time you walk through the garden. So we harvested lots of strawberries this week. We had a lot of them growing. Yeah, we had a lot of strawberries growing. We harvested a lot of them. The kids have been making smoothies. But before I actually go to the other side, I gotta show you guys that this entire bush over here is my raspberry bush. And you can see um, that we are starting to get the berries, the raspberries fruit already. So hopefully soon we're gonna be making some smoothies or we're gonna be making some breakfast out of those. We did that a lot last year. Here I have snap peas. This is a grapefruit. We've never had fruits on this yet, but it does so well here in Colorado. And then this is a blackberry bush. Look at all the blackberries, guys. This is a zucchini. And then we have the curly kale, which I have a lot of them, and I'm gonna try and get in there and harvest. But before I do that, right here is a lot of cilantro. Huh?
There's a snake.
There's a snake?
Yeah.
Where?
Right there. Don't kill it.
I'm not gonna kill it. Yeah, I'm scared of snakes, but they are really good for your garden because we get a lot of mice here, a lot of other pests, and so my neighbor has encouraged me over time to actually get comfortable. One time she told me to chase it over to our garden because they are so helpful in the garden. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, okay? But anyways, here we have cilantro. This is the African black nightshade. Oh, this is a really good delicacy over in Africa. It is really good for you. This is amaranth. It's called mchicha in Swahili. We love it. It goes very, very well with the black nightshade. I just cannot wait for those to be ready for me to try them. Of course, the spring onions. This is okra. I've been trying to grow okra for like the last 3 years. I don't know, the leaves don't look good, but I don't know what's happening. Here is another okra. This is lettuce that I grew from seed, so I'm going to be harvesting some of this today. So I am just harvesting some of the kale to encourage new growth. I don't know why I let my broccoli go to seed. So since I'm still doing a garden tour, I'm actually gonna take these to the house and put them in the fridge so that they don't wilt. I am going to be having this for lunch today, so I'll be right back. Mhm. So this is another Swiss chard.
Oh, it's a squirrel.
Yeah.
It's a squirrel.
Once again, these are mint. And I do use a lot of mint for afternoon or evening tea. This is a spinach going into seed, and I'm just going to harvest the top, and I want to believe that would encourage growth. Once again, I always eat spinach all throughout and then save the seeds and plant them the following year. That's how I just do it. It's a radish. It is going into seed, and actually I am going to just cut it because it is not doing me anything at this point. And hopefully if I get it down, it might encourage it, or like it would channel the energy down to the root of the plant. And hopefully I get some radishes, but I don't know. I think at this point I'm just not sure. But guess what? I do eat the leaves. So nothing's going to waste anyways. So in this one bed here I have, these are tomatoes. I have 3 plants of tomatoes. You can see the fruits are already growing pretty good. This is another okra plant. I am really trying to grow okra because it's one of my favorite vegetables. This one here, I don't know if it's gonna really work, but I am trying for the first time to grow asparagus. Right here is a watermelon. More cilantro going into seed here. I've been eating this one for a while. Might actually just grab a few leaves because okay. This is a honeydew right here, and then over there is a chamomile. I am waiting for the flowers because that is one of my favorite sleeping tea. Oh my gosh, if you don't drink chamomile before you go to bed, you don't need a sleeping aid. It's a good one. So, and then I have another Swiss chard here. It's one of my favorite veggies as well. In this bed here, I have bok choy. I have the spicy peppers. I have a green bell pepper there. I have watergrass. Oh my gosh, what is the name of this? And then I have beans growing. I have gooseberries, and you can see the berries are growing. And then on this other container, right here, I have a black currant. And these also have berries that are edibles. That is what I am growing in my garden in terms of edibles, like food that we eat. I am not going to do a flower tour. Maybe I'll save that for next time. But yeah, look at how much I was able to harvest today. Guys, that is a lot of food, and I hope this video encourages you to try and grow something for yourself. You know, you don't have to have an entire, acres of land to grow food. You can grow food in containers, in your balcony, any space that you're at.